Did you know that the Bermuda Triangle is not just a geographical area, but also a literary and media construction? The term was coined only in 1964 by journalist Edward Van Winkle Jones, in an article for the Miami Herald. But it was Vincent Gaddis, in an article for Argosy magazine, and especially Charles Berlitz, in his 1974 bestseller The Bermuda Triangle, who really popularized the concept. Before that, disappearances in the area were not considered more frequent or mysterious than in other parts of the ocean. And what's more, Lloyd's of London, one of the world's largest maritime insurers, has stated that there is no evidence that disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle occur more frequently than in any other area of the ocean with similar traffic. Could it be that the Bermuda Triangle's fame is more fiction and sensationalism than fact? Intriguing, isn't it? Stick with me, that's just the beginning. Hello curious minds and welcome to my channel. Here, we explore the most intriguing facts, the most bizarre stories, and the most surprising curiosities in the world. I'm Jack, and together, we'll dive into a universe of knowledge and question, is this real or fake? Today's topic is one of the greatest mysteries of the oceans, the Bermuda Triangle. Is this region, shrouded in legends and conspiracy theories, really a portal to another dimension, a graveyard of ships and planes? Or is there a more rational and scientific explanation for the disappearances that occur there? Get ready to have your minds blown as we analyze the most famous cases, the scientific theories, the skeptical explanations, the urban legends, and the natural phenomena surrounding this enigma. To begin, let's define what the Bermuda Triangle is. It's a loosely defined area in the Atlantic Ocean, generally bounded by Miami, Florida, the Bermuda Islands, and San Juan, Puerto Rico. However, the exact boundaries vary according to the author or source, and some even include the Gulf of Mexico and the Bahamas in the Triangle area. The region is known for an allegedly high number of disappearances of ships and aircraft under mysterious circumstances, often leaving no trace, such as debris, oil slicks, or bodies. But how many disappearances have actually occurred? According to the U.S. Coast Guard, which monitors the area, and Lloyd's of London, one of the world's largest maritime insurance companies, the Bermuda Triangle region is not statistically more dangerous than any other busy sea route in the world. In their records, there is no abnormal incidence of accidents or disappearances in the area. Could it be that the bad reputation of the Bermuda Triangle is exaggerated, a product of popular imagination and media sensationalism? One of the most famous and emblematic cases associated with the Bermuda Triangle is that of Flight 19. On December 5, 1945, 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers of the U.S. Navy, on a routine navigation training exercise called Flight 19, disappeared without a trace. The flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, an experienced pilot, reported compass problems and disorientation before losing contact with the base. What makes this case even more intriguing is that the rescue plane sent to search for the Avengers, a PBM Mariner seaplane with 13 crew members, also mysteriously disappeared, about 20 minutes after takeoff. No trace of the 5 Avenger planes, nor of the PBM Mariner, or their crews has ever been found, despite an extensive air and sea search. Did the Bermuda Triangle swallow these victims too, or is there a more plausible explanation, such as navigational error, adverse weather conditions, or catastrophic mechanical failure? Another emblematic case that fuels the legend of the Bermuda Triangle is that of the USS Cyclops, a U.S. Navy supply ship that disappeared without a trace in March 1918, with over 300 people on board, while sailing from Barbados to Norfolk, Virginia. The Cyclops, 542 feet long and with a displacement of 19,000 tons, was one of the largest and most modern ships in the Navy at the time, and its disappearance is considered one of the greatest losses of life outside of combat in U.S. naval history. The ship was carrying manganese ore used in the manufacture of munitions, which led to speculation that it might have been sunk by a German U-boat, as the U.S. was at war with Germany at the time. However, there are no records of German submarines in the area during that period. Furthermore, the Cyclops was considered a robust and well-equipped ship, which makes its disappearance even more intriguing. What could have caused the sinking of such a large and seemingly safe ship, without it having time to send a distress signal or leave any trace behind? Was it the victim of a sudden and violent storm, a rogue wave, a structural defect, or something more sinister and inexplicable, as the legends of the Bermuda Triangle suggest? In addition to the most well-known and documented cases, there are dozens of other reports of ships and aircraft that have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle area, some dating back to the 19th century, when records were less accurate and communication was more precarious. Among these cases, we can mention that of the sailing ship Mary Celeste, found adrift and completely without crew on December 4, 1872, east of the Azores, in an area that, although technically outside the commonly accepted limits of the triangle, is often associated with it. The case of the Mary Celeste is one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time, and the theories to explain the abandonment of the ship range from mutiny and piracy to waterspouts, and even attacks by giant squids. Another case is that of the Ellen Austin, an American ship that, in 1881, supposedly found another abandoned ship sailing aimlessly within the Bermuda Triangle. According to legend, the crew of the Ellen Austin placed a rescue crew on board the abandoned ship, but the two ships were separated by a sudden storm. When they met again, the ship was empty again. A second rescue crew was placed on board, but the ship disappeared for good. Although the veracity of this story is questioned, it contributed to the aura of mystery surrounding the triangle. More recently, in 1925, the Japanese freighter SS Raifukumaru sent a distress signal before disappearing with all its crew, and the American freighter SS Cotopaxi, which was sailing from Charleston to Havana, disappeared without sending any message. In 2015, the modern freighter SS El Faro, equipped with state-of-the-art technology, sank during Hurricane Joaquin, east of the Bahamas, with the loss of its entire crew of 33. Although the probable cause was the hurricane, the location of the sinking within the limits of the Bermuda Triangle fueled speculation. And in 2020, the wreckage of the SS Cotopaxi was supposedly found about 35 nautical miles off the coast of Florida by a group of underwater explorers. These cases, often shrouded in mystery, misinformation, and speculation, have contributed to the construction and perpetuation of the legend of the Bermuda Triangle as a cursed, dangerous, or even supernatural place, where the laws of physics seem not to apply. But what does science have to say about the Bermuda Triangle? Are there rational, evidence-based explanations for the disappearances, or are we facing a truly inexplicable phenomenon? Several scientific theories have been proposed over the years to try to unravel the mystery. One of the most popular and widespread is the methane fields theory, also known as the methane hydrate hypothesis. According to this theory, vast deposits of methane hydrates, a form of methane ice, exist on the seabed in certain regions, including parts of the Bermuda Triangle. When these deposits are disturbed, for example, by underwater landslides or seismic activity, large amounts of methane gas can be released suddenly, rising to the surface in the form of gigantic bubbles. These bubbles would drastically reduce the density of the water, causing any ship in the area to lose buoyancy and sink rapidly, often without having time to send a distress signal. In addition, if the methane reached the atmosphere in sufficient quantity, it could also affect the engines of aircraft, causing them to stall and crash. This theory would explain the sudden disappearances, the lack of floating debris, and the absence of distress signals in some cases. Is this the definitive answer to the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle? Another scientific explanation involves the peculiarities of the magnetic field in the Bermuda Triangle region. It is a well-documented fact that the location is one of only two places on Earth where magnetic north, where the compass needle points, and true north, the geographic North Pole, align perfectly. Normally, there is a difference between the two, called magnetic declination, which varies according to location. In the Bermuda Triangle, this variation is minimal, which can cause incorrect or confusing compass readings, especially for inexperienced or inattentive navigators. In the past, before the advent of more accurate navigation technologies such as GPS, this could have led to significant navigation errors, causing ships and aircraft to get lost or enter dangerous areas. However, with advances in satellite navigation technology and the redundancy of modern navigation systems, this factor has become less relevant in recent decades. Could magnetic variation be to blame for the old disappearances? Or is this just a geographical coincidence that has been overestimated? In addition to magnetic anomalies, some researchers suggest that gravitational irregularities, caused by variations in the density of the ocean floor, could affect navigation instruments and even the stability of ships and aircraft. Another theory proposes that gigantic, unpredictable waves, known as rogue waves, could be responsible for some of the shipwrecks. These waves, which can reach over 100 feet in height, are capable of sinking even large ships in a matter of seconds. Could a combination of these natural forces explain the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle, or is there still something else at play? In addition to scientific explanations, there are also meteorological, oceanographic, and geographical factors that can contribute to the real dangers of the Bermuda Triangle region. The area is known for sudden and violent tropical storms, which can form in a matter of hours, catching ships and planes off guard. Hurricanes are frequent in the region, and their paths are often unpredictable. Waterspouts, which are tornadoes that form over water, are also common and pose a significant threat to ships and aircraft. The Gulf Stream, a warm and fast ocean current that flows from the Gulf of Mexico towards Europe, passes through the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, creating complex and unstable weather patterns, with strong winds, high waves, and sudden changes in sea conditions. Furthermore, the topography of the seabed in the region is quite irregular, with some of the deepest ocean trenches in the world, such as the Puerto Rico Trench, with a depth of over 27,500 feet, and the Hatteras Abyssal Plain, with about 17,700 feet. These geological features can make it difficult to locate wreckage in the event of a sinking or plane crash, contributing to the aura of mystery. Another crucial factor to consider is human error. Many of the cases attributed to the Bermuda Triangle may have much simpler and more prosaic explanations, such as mechanical failures, piloting or navigation errors, lack of proper training, underestimation of weather conditions, or simply bad judgment on the part of captains and pilots. In an area with intense and constant maritime and air traffic, like the Bermuda Triangle, it is statistically likely that accidents will occur, regardless of any mysterious or supernatural factors. Furthermore, the pressure to maintain schedules and meet deadlines can lead to risky decisions, especially in adverse weather conditions. Are we attributing to the supernatural or the inexplicable what can be explained by human fallibility, the forces of nature, and simple statistical probability? Despite the rational and scientific explanations, the Bermuda Triangle continues to fuel the popular imagination and generate conspiracy theories, many of them involving paranormal or extraterrestrial phenomena. Some believe that the area is a dimensional portal or an energy vortex that causes ships and planes to be transported to another dimension, or to the past or future. There are those who say that the disappearances are the work of aliens, who abduct vessels and aircraft to study human technology or to conduct experiments on the cruise. Others suggest that the region is inhabited by gigantic sea monsters, such as the Kraken or the Leviathan, or by a lost underwater civilization, such as the legendary Atlantis, which would have developed advanced technologies capable of interfering with navigation instruments and causing the sinking of ships. These theories, although fantastic and without any scientific basis, reflect the human fascination with the unknown, our need to find explanations for the inexplicable, and our desire to believe that there is something more beyond what our senses and our current science can perceive. Furthermore, the media and popular culture play a significant role in perpetuating and amplifying the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Books, such as the aforementioned The Bermuda Triangle by Charles Berlitz, and The Dragon's Triangle by Richard Weiner, which explores a similar area in the Pacific, films, documentaries, TV shows, and even video games often present the region in a sensationalistic manner, highlighting the most mysterious aspects, the most exotic theories, and ignoring or downplaying rational explanations. This approach, which aims to attract the public's attention and generate profit for the entertainment industry, contributes to the construction and dissemination of a narrative that fuels the myth, distorts reality, and often disrespects the memory of those who actually lost their lives at sea. Are we being manipulated by the media and the cultural industry to believe in something that has no basis in facts but rather in speculation, exaggeration, and commercial interests? It is also interesting to note how the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle connects with other mysteries and legends around the world, creating a network of supposedly unexplained phenomena that feed the imagination and speculation. For example, the Dragon's Triangle, also known as the Devil's Sea, located in the Pacific Ocean, near Japan, is often compared to the Bermuda Triangle due to reports of mysterious disappearances of ships and aircraft, magnetic anomalies, and sightings of strange lights. Other areas with similar reputations include the Michigan Triangle, in the Great Lakes of North America, the Sargasso Sea, in the North Atlantic, and the South Atlantic Anomaly, a region where the Earth's magnetic field is weaker. Would these similarities be mere coincidences? Or is there something special, some force or unknown phenomenon, that acts in certain regions of the planet, creating zones of danger and mystery? Or are we just projecting our fears, fantasies, and our need to find patterns and connections onto random and explainable events? And now, my favorite part, your opinion. After learning about the most famous cases, the scientific theories, the rational explanations, the urban legends, and the cultural and media influences, what do you think? Does the Bermuda Triangle really swallow ships and planes? Or do the disappearances have more mundane explanations, based on natural phenomena, human error, and statistical probability? Will science one day be able to unravel all the mysteries of this region, or will it continue to fuel our imagination, our fascination with the unknown, and our conspiracy theories? And have you heard of the Bermuda Triangle before? Did you know the stories and theories about it? Do you believe there is something special about that area, or do you think it's all just coincidence, exaggeration, and sensationalism? Share your theories and opinions in the comments. Remember to maintain respect and civility, as healthy debate is always welcome. Your participation is essential to building knowledge. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, like the video, and share it with your curious friends. In the next episode, we'll unravel another intriguing mystery that will challenge your convictions. Until next time, and remember, the world is full of curiosities to be explored.